Hello guys, so we are back again, and in this session we are going to start with the same thing which we have continued, means we have started in the previous session, and we are going to do some more question on that, that is finding the nth derivative of rational expression. Till now we have not arrived to finding the nth derivative of logarithmic functions, but we have to, that also will come in this section only. So now let's take some more question on this, but before starting with the lecture, hope you have subscribed our channel Omega by IIT JEE and GIT, so that we can bring more engineering content for you guys. Now in this session we are going to take these three questions. The questions fourth is y equals to x square plus 4 into x minus 1 the whole square into 2x plus 3. Can you tell me whether it is a proper rational expression or improper rational expression? It is a proper rational expression because the degree of the numerator is 2 and and the degree of the denominator is 3. So degree of the denominator is high compared to what the degree of numerator is. So it is a proper rational expression. Now what we can do? We will go with the resolving of the y into partial fractions. Okay, so let's move on. Y equals to x square plus 2 x square plus 4, this is the first question, the whole upon, the question is the whole upon x minus 1 the whole square into 2x plus 3, right? Now resolving y into partial fraction, okay, into partial fraction into partial, okay, this will be partial fractions. So how we will write y? We can write y as, this is what, x square plus 4 upon x minus 1 the whole square into 2x plus 3, which we will write it as what, a the whole upon x minus 1 will be there, then b upon x minus 1 the whole square, and then c upon 2x plus 3, right? That is the thing which you have learned in your class 12th. So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply throughout with this thing and see what we are getting. Then we will get x square plus 4 equals to what, a, this will become x minus 1 into 2x plus 3, right? This will become b into 2x plus 3, and this will become c into x minus 1 the whole square. Simple. Now what we are going to do, we are going to put x equals to 1. The moment you put, you will get 5 equals to 5b, and here rest will be 0 0. You will get b equal to 1. You will get b equals to 1. After this, what we are going to do, put x equals to what, minus 3 by 2. The moment you put x equals to minus 3 by 2, what you are going to get, here it will be what, 9 by 4, which will be what, 25, which will be 25 by 4, right? Which will be 25 by 4. After this, here it will be 0, here it will be minus 0, right? And here it will be what, 3 by 4, right? 3 by 4 into 2 will be 1 by c into 3 by 4, which is nothing but 1 by 4, here it will become the whole square, minus 1 by 4 the whole square. So what you can see here is we are having this was x square plus 4, right? So it was 9 by 4 into 4, 16. So here, okay, right, everything is perfect. Now what we are going to do, we are going to simplify this. What we are going to get is, let me check, are we doing any mistake or what? here we put what, minus 3 by 2, right? Okay, so it will become 3 by 4 only, 3 by 4, right? No, it will become 5. C will become, okay, we have done a mistake, small mistake here, we have to correct it out. What is, I should have written gone in steps. Okay, the steps, we will go with steps now. So here it will be what, minus 3 by 2 minus 1, and here it is 25 by 4 after, and here it is whole square. So what we are having here is minus 3 into minus 2 upon 2 the whole square. Here it is was 25 by here also we should go in step or what, otherwise we will do some mistake. No, 25 by 4. So what we are having finally, here it is 25 by 4, here we will have C into 25 by 4 only. So you can see both will cancel out and we are left with C equals to 1. So we got B value and C value. Now many children get stuck after this because they think that after we can substitute only two values, that is x equals to 1 and other value is minus 3 by 2. But the last thing which you have to do is put x equals to 0 and substitute C and the value which you have already have, that C and B value. Okay, so what you are going to do, put x equals to 0. The moment you put x equals to 0, what you are going to get is what terms will become 0. Here this will become 4, this will become minus 3. Okay, this will become what, minus 3, minus 3a plus 3b, minus 3a, 4 equals to minus 3a plus what it was, this one was 3b plus 3b plus c, right? So if I put B and C value, we have what values, we have B and C value. You can see we have B equals to 1 and C is equals to 1 only. So if I put B and C value, what we are having is 3 plus 1 4. So we are getting A equal to 0. This is 4, this is minus 3a, this is what, 3, this is what, 1, because B and C value are 1. So this will become 4, this will become 4 and this will cancel out with this, okay, sorry, with this. So we are getting A equal to 0. After this we got all the values. Now we can express y in terms of ABC. So our final expression will be 0 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon x minus 1 the whole square plus 1 upon 2x plus 3. So this is our expression which we wanted to get. After this we are going to just simply differentiate y with respect to x n times. If I do that, what we are going to get, yn equals to, here we have m power 1 minus 1 power n, 2 plus n minus 1 factorial into 1 power n the whole upon 2 minus 1 factorial into x minus 1 the whole square, 2 plus n. So this was, after this you can simplify, plus here it will be what, here it will be minus 1 power n, 1 plus n minus 1. If I differentiate this one, minus 1 power n minus 1 factorial into n minus 1 into a is what, 2 the whole power n the whole upon what we are going to do here, 1 minus 1 factorial into 2x plus 3 power 1 plus n. So we are done with this. Okay, now let's move on to the next problem. So the next problem, if you can see, what is our next problem? So the next problem which we are going to take is y equals to x square plus 3 into x plus 1 into x minus 2 the whole square. Tell me whether it is a proper rational expression or improper rational expression. It is a proper rational expression because the degree of the numerator is 2 and the degree of the denominator is 3, because this will give x square term and this has x square. So when they are multiplied, it will give a cubic term which will make the denominator greater than the numerator in any case. So first you should know how to recognize whether it is a proper rational expression or not. So let's write the question. The question is given y equal to, what is the question, x square plus 3 into x plus 1 into x minus 2 the whole square. So what we can resolving y in into its partial derivatives. After doing this, what we can write y as a upon it will be x square plus 3 the whole upon x plus 1 into x minus 2 the whole square. Okay, so what we can do, wait, let me get this and erase this part, and then so we can express it as a upon x plus 1, b upon x minus 2, and c upon x minus 2 the whole square. Now what we can do, we have to just put the values and check it out. So put x equals to minus 1 the moment, okay, let me cross multiply throughout by this. So y equals to what we are getting, x square plus 3. Here we will have a into x minus 2 the whole square, okay, b into x minus 2 into x plus 1, and c into x plus 1. Now put x equals to minus 1. The moment you put, you will get here 4 equals, sorry, you don't need to write this, y 4 equals to, here if you put 1, what you are going to get a only, and here if you put, this will become 0, so you got a equals to 4, so you got a value. Put you got what, the x minus 2, here you put, okay, wait, it is minus 1, so it will become minus 3 square will be 9, so we are getting 4 by 9, okay, this will be 4 by 9, so we are getting a equals to 4 by 9, okay, therefore a equals to 4 by 9. Now put x equals to what you can put now, 2. The moment you put 2, it will become 4 plus 3, 7 equals to, this will become 0, this will become 0, it will become 3c. So you can get c value as 7 by 3. Now you have to put x equals to 0, right? That was the last step. Put x equals to 0. The moment you put x equals to 0, here 3 will be left, and what you are left with is a. In a, what you will write? A will be what, 4a, b will be what, minus 2b, and c will be what, c only. Now you can put c value as 7 by 3, and a value was what, 4 into 4 by 9, right? It is minus 2b, this is 3. So if you go on simplifying, what you are going to get finally is, you will get this value as 16 by 9 plus 7 by 3. 16 by 9 plus 7 by 3 minus 2b. So this, if you make similar denominator, this will be 21 the whole upon 9 minus 2b, and this will be 3, and here also 3. So if you do what, if you add on this 2, what you are going to get is nothing but, you are going to get this will become 37 upon 9, and this is 3, and this is minus 2b, 37, right? So what you can do here, if you move on here, this will be 27 minus 37 by 9 will become this minus 2b, so you are getting b equals to minus 10 by 9 minus 2, so here b will be nothing but 5 by 9. So if we got a, b and c value, now we can express y properly in terms of partial fraction. So y is nothing but, if we express it properly, we are having it 4 by 9 into x plus 1 plus 5 by 9 into x minus 2 plus 7 by 3 into x minus 2 the whole square. So what we can do after this? After this we can do differentiating y with respect to x n times. So yn is nothing but 4 by 9. If I differentiate this, we are going to have minus 1 power n into 1 plus n minus 1 factorial into 1 power n the whole upon 1 minus 1 factorial into x plus 1 the whole power 1 plus n. We have differentiated 5 by 9 will be as it is. If I do minus 1 power n into 1 plus n minus 1 the factorial, okay, into here it is what 1 power n the whole upon 1, right, 1 minus 1 factorial into x minus 2 the whole power 1 plus n. After this we are left with the third one, which is nothing but minus 1 power n, here 7 by 3 will be as it is, into 2 plus n minus 1 factorial into 1 power n the whole upon, we have 1 minus 1 factorial, and here we have x minus 2 the whole power 2 plus n. So we are done with this question. Hope you have understood each and every step. Okay, the last part about differentiating. After it you have to simplify the answer. Now let's move on to the third question, which is y equals to x upon x minus 2 into x plus 3 the whole square. So the main thing is that here also you have to make out first whether it is a proper rational expression or not. So it is a proper rational expression because in the denominator x cube term is present. Now what we can do, we can solve it. So if we try to solve it, what we are going to get. So let me write the question. So the question is y equals to, what is x upon x minus 2 into x plus 3 the whole square. Now what we can do, resolving y into its partial fraction, right? After this, if you express y in terms of partial fraction, we are going to get x upon x minus 2 into x plus 3 the whole square equals to a upon x minus 2, b upon x plus 3, and c upon x plus 3 the whole square. Now what you can do, cross multiply throughout by this thing. What you will get, y equals to x equals to a into x plus 3 the whole square, b into x plus 3 will cancel out here, minus 2 into x plus 3, 1 will be left, and c you have x minus 2. Put x equals to 2. The moment you put x equals to 2, all the terms will disappear. You will have 2 equals to, here it will be nothing but a into 2 plus 3, 5 means 25. Okay, 25, and rest will be 0 plus 0. So you are getting 2 by 25 as your a value. Therefore a is equals to 2 by 25. Now put x equals to minus 3. If you put 3, minus 3 will be here only, minus 3, and here what you are getting, minus 3 will be, make this 0, and you will have minus 5c. So c will be nothing but 3 by 5. So you have 3 by 5. Now what you can do after this is put x equals to 0. The moment you put x equals to 0 in the expression, what you are going to get, minus 9a minus 6b minus 2c equals to 0, right? Now if you substitute the values, so you have in 18 by 25, it will become 18 by 25, and if I substitute the values, minus 6b will be as it is, this will become minus, okay, minus 6b minus, minus 2c. Here it will become what? It will become 6 by 5 equal to 0. So after this, what we are getting, if I simplify, what we are getting, b equals to minus 2 by 25. So we got all the terms. Now we can express y properly in terms of partial fraction. So which will be what? Which will be nothing but 2 upon 25 into x minus 2 plus minus 2 upon 25 into x minus x plus 3, and lastly plus 3 by 5 into x plus 3 the whole square. Here plus will be there, and this is in denominator. Now what we have to do? Differentiate y with respect to x n times. Now what you will get? Y n equals to 2 by 25 minus 1 power n minus 1 power n into 1 plus n minus 1 factorial into 1 power n the whole upon 1 minus 1 factorial into x minus 2 the whole power 1 plus n plus minus 2 by 25 will be as it is, minus 1 power n into 1 plus n minus 1 factorial into a is what 1 power n the whole upon 1 minus 1 factorial into x plus 3 the whole power 1 plus n. After this what we will write? Okay, I think we missed here x. We missed here to write x here. Okay, we missed here to write x. Okay, now what we can do? We can differentiate this, which will be 3 by 5 into minus 1 power n into 2 plus n minus 1 factorial into 1 power n the whole upon 1 minus 1 factorial into x plus 3 the whole upon 2 plus n, and here. So we are done with the differentiation and time differentiation of all the terms of this one also and this one also. So hope you have understand each and every step of this problem. So we are done with this session. In the next session we are going to do some more questions on this type. Till then, practice this question and do subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you.